Welcome back to BJP Lifestyle, guys. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more LED upgrades. As you're watching this, it's probably Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you guys if you guys are watching this on the Christmas day that it is uploaded. But either way, it's before Christmas for me, so it is what it is. But today we're going to continue with the theme of the Christmas lights and upgrading the interior LEDs in the car. Now this one's going to be a little bit more of a project than the last one in the previous episode, which is popping off, by the way, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out now. The last video is doing really well on the channel, so thank you guys for that, for all the support on the videos. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I wanted 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, but we're about to pass 1,500 already. We might even hit 2,000 by the end of the year, so that is awesome, and I appreciate it so much, guys. So in this video, in the previous video rather, we did the down here, we did the nice LEDs. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It made a huge difference. But now we have these bad boys to tackle, because we're gonna have to pull this whole thing off of here and take it down and mess with the circuit boards to fix that. And these back ones, I'm not sure what to do about them. So in the back here, it has these two little lights, and they're like push on and off, but they don't really turn off, and I'm not sure why or how to make them turn off. So if you guys know, let me know down below, because I'll just keep them off. I don't really care. But we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do about those in a future video. I heard something about using like a blue film for like cameras and stuff. I'm putting it over it to kind of just make it blue and a little bit more dull to match the LED look. That's what we're doing today, guys. So that's all I can really say. Let's go ahead and head to the store to get some parts, which is just going to be some 194 LED bulbs. We're going to go ahead and do the back as well while we're at it. So let's just jump right into it. All right, so we got what we needed. The little LED bulbs here, these are just it's actually a 2-pack from here, but they're a little bit more expensive than Walmart. Link will be down below. I think they're cheaper even on Amazon, so if you guys want to just order them to do your car if you don't need them today. Oh, this lighting. But yeah, here they are, and they're just 2-packs. So let's go ahead and head back and try and figure this whole mess out. All right, so we have a nice selection of tools here. We've got 2 different panel poppers. This is all that I could find that I had, so that we can go ahead and pop this little center console thing up here off. So we got those. We got some gloves just in case we need them, mainly for the back if we're gonna need to go back there. Obviously we've got our 2 packs of 2 lights, again linked in the top of the description. These are the same ones that I used on the other thing, and I love how they look. They're the cool white 6Ks, and they look really good, and they're gonna make it look awesome in here. And then we also have just a socket with a T10 Torx on it, and also just a normal handle socket kind of thing, so we can take those screws out once we get the panel popped. So I gotta figure out a good camera angle to get this thing going and see if we can get this thing popped off. So we kind of got a weird angle going here. Hopefully you guys can see from where we're going. I'm just gonna use this one with like the flat side and just kind of try and go around the top and the back. I think we're gonna have to just send it and try and just put some more force than we're already putting and just hope it doesn't break. They were saying to go from the back on all the things that I saw, so we're gonna try and just go from the front a little bit maybe. All right, so I'm gonna rip the gloves and just see if I can get up in there and rip it down. It seems like it just takes a lot more force than I've been doing. Sure enough, it just takes a lot of force to get down. So you guys might want to throw some mechanics gloves on and just rip that baby down and see if you can get it for yourselves. After I did that just now, threw the gloves on, I just put a lot of force and it worked. Swinging up here though, let's go ahead and take a look. This is what it looks like once it's hanging. You obviously could do some bulb maintenance from here or whatever, but we're gonna go ahead and disconnect this so we can get the whole piece off. So this little cord is the only thing holding it on right now, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that out. I believe it's just a little clip at the top or something, and then we're gonna pull it out. Yep, so all I did is I put a flathead in. I'll show you exactly where I did it on the connector because it will help you guys a lot. So this is what the connector looks like. It just kind of dangles. It's just doing its little dangle here. So what you're gonna do is all I did is I put it in right behind where the clip piece is and just push it down here with the screwdriver, and then I pushed it out and it came right out. So that'll be dangling, but we got the piece off, so let's go ahead and find a good spot to record this, and we're gonna go ahead and work on this piece. All right, what better place to record this in the back of the Jeep? So here's what we're working with here. This is just the back side. Obviously this is that whole panel. I believe you can just turn these and pull the old bulbs out, so you see they're just tiny little guys. Hopefully I'm showing it. But you can just pull those bulbs out and set them to the side for now. Hopefully the road noise isn't too bad for you guys. If it is, then I'm sorry. I'll know for next time. But we're gonna go ahead and just grab our Torx now and go through and do all these little Torx that need to come out. All right, now that all the screws are out, this is what it looks like, and then the back piece should just come off, and you can set that to the side. It's just plastic, just a cover. So then you see underneath here, you'll find your circuit board, which when you lift it up, it's gonna be like this. It's actually not connected to anything. It just looks like this. But if you do want to do this, then you're gonna need to get it disconnected from this piece. So to disconnect it, there's these little tabs. Hopefully I can show you. There's these little tabs right in front of my thumb here. And you're gonna wanna just push down and pull up on the circuit board at the same time, just very gently. There's 4 around it, 2 inside the board like this, and then 2 on the very outside. And like I said, just pull up on the board just slightly, and then you'll get to the underside of the piece. So I'm actually gonna flip this out of the way for now and just work with this. So we have this ribbon cable here, which is gonna go to 3 different things. So these 2 little circuit boards on each side are gonna be the lights that you're unable to change unless you solder them. So looking at them, they look like they're just one single tiny little dot LED. So if you guys don't have a really low heat soldering iron, you're not gonna be able to solder these. I'm not even sure how they're clipped in. I guess there's a little clip here. The other ones are going to be bright enough for me not to need to do that, but I do want to keep this little one in the middle. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm pointing at. But so I'm just going to disable these by just literally cutting these 2 wires and keeping the middle one. I want to cut it in a place that it's not going to affect these little clips. Right about there. And then as you can see, we just have the one still connected and everything. So now this board goes on this way or that way. So you might have to pull these little clips back to push it all the way down, but you want to make sure that it goes all the way down and that it's in, because otherwise your buttons here especially won't work, which I don't use, but I mean I use this one quite a bit actually for the middle upgrade or the back opening. So there we go. Now that we have that all done, this can go back into our normal faceplate piece here. Like I said, if you guys are worried about breaking things or voiding warranty, then maybe don't do this. For me though, this is not a big deal. All we have to do is take our other bulbs here and remove them, which obviously touching them with a normal finger is just gonna go ahead and break that halogen bulb. So wiggle that on out, and then we're gonna replace it. We're gonna go ahead and test this before we put the whole thing back together. That way we can make sure that they're in the right way and they're not turned the wrong way. So let's go ahead and grab our new bulbs and swap these out. So they're just gonna go into the cover and just click in. There's no real way to see which side is which, so we're just gonna go ahead and click it, but just gonna wiggle in nicely, and that's one LED. And then they're gonna go back into the slot and be turned. I believe they go in after the board though, so we're gonna pop the other one out and get this one going. All right, now we've got all the screws back in. It's just time to pop these LEDs back into here. So they're just gonna go in whichever way they need to go and then turn. So line them up, lock them in, make sure they're locked in and not moving. Just like so, and then lock them in. Boom, they're both facing the same way, locked in, everything. So now we're gonna go ahead and head up front and test them out, make sure that they're working. This might be the best angle we're gonna get right now. So let's just go ahead and plug this baby back in and see, make sure that the clicks work and make sure that each of them are lighting up. All right, so that one's working and this one is not. So this is actually a good example. So you can see one is working fine, the click is working, this one nothing is happening, which just means that it's probably in the wrong way. So all we gotta do here is turn it, pull out the bulb, and we're just gonna flip the bulb 180 degrees to reverse the polarity there to make sure it's going in the right way. All right, now we just flipped it again and got it the right way and everything, and that's what we're working with. These lights are no longer turning on, which is fine, I think. I don't think it's gonna be a super big deal. If I do decide, I can solder them with a new ribbon later on. But now all we have to do is push this baby back up, click it in. It's gonna make a lot of crunchy clicking noises, and then you'll have your new light. Click them, boom, boom, and they're new LED bulbs, which is gonna look awesome. Again, I'll do what I did with the other video and show you guys what they look like at night. But now we're gonna go ahead and hop into the back and see if we can swap those out. All right, so this time we're gonna be switching out these two bulbs up here. I've seen a couple different things, some saying that you can just rip this piece, rip the cap out and pull the thing out with a needle nose. I'm just gonna do the old fashioned way of ripping this whole thing down, this whole panel. So I got some panel poppers. I'm gonna use my gloves and just pry it out. Hopefully I don't break any of the clips. If I do, I can always replace them. They're fairly cheap to replace, but I shouldn't break anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my panel popper and start popping around and see if we can take this whole thing off. All right, so that was actually fairly simple. I'll go ahead and teach you guys what I did here in a second, but we're just gonna disconnect these little light connectors. All right, so I'm a little bit stupid, but all you gotta do is twist them and then pull them back through this foam here. Same thing with this side, we're just gonna twist them counterclockwise and it falls right down, and now we have the whole piece out. So I'm just gonna set it down over here. Now we just have the two bulbs hanging, and they should be the same thing. They might be a little hot, so just be careful. They should just come out though. Yep, they just wiggle right on out. Get the old bulbs out, and then we can pop the new ones right on in. This is actually a lot easier than I expected, and it sucks that the middle back ones for the back seats are soldered in, because it'd be nice to have the whole package. But like I said, I'm gonna look into just disabling them just to see if I can just turn them off. But let's go ahead and see if we pop these in. All right, let's go ahead and see if we just like open a door, if they come on. All right, so this one came on fine. This one's the wrong way, so we're gonna flip it. And as you can see, now they're both working. Now we just reinstall the lid and we're good to go. All right, so it's probably not good to leave it hanging like this, but I just wanna show you guys, here's what it's looking like. We got them back in, so it's kind of difficult to get back in, to say the least. But we were able to get this one in and then get the other one in. So now we just gotta click it all back on, and then we'll show you what it looks like in the day. All right guys, so just like that, the back is on and all set. Now, I just wanna show you guys what I did. So in order to get it off, I found the easiest way was this little corner right here. Just pop a little panel popper right up in there and pull it down, and then kind of get it in there with your hands and just yank it. When you're putting it back on, make sure that you click them in and then push in the middle here, because there's a clip in here as well as up here. Make sure those are clipped in, and then go around the edges and click them in, and go around again a second time. Even after you click it the first time and you think it's good, make sure you go back and click it again, because some of them need to go a little bit deeper than they already were. So if we open the door here in the back, boom, doors open. Now we can see that we have the lights on. Like I said, I'll show you guys a clip in a minute. Once it gets dark here, we'll show that. But we can actually close this real quick, and hopefully you guys will be able to see what it looks like from the inside. So we still have these ugly ones here up in the top. I'm not 100% on how to get rid of those yet, but you can see you got the clear, bright 6K LEDs back there. Also in the front, these LEDs are popping off and looking real good. So basically all we have left is to figure out something with these little middle ones. Other than that, the interior is done and crispy, and the LED lights are done, which is awesome. Now, all right, so it's finally dark out. Just gonna do this super quick. Turn it on, you can see through the window a little bit. Oh boys, look at this. Look at this. We don't look like we got the cheap lights anymore. Obviously the back are still like this, and like I said, I don't know how to turn them off. So pressing them is just doesn't turn them off. So I'm gonna cover them up. Actually, I have an idea, so I'm gonna try that. The back ones back there look good, and overall it looks so much better even without these secondary lights being lit up. Just the single ones gives it more than enough light, and it looks awesome. Saying it for a while that the headlights are coming, so like I said, the bulbs are in the way. Sorry if there's any wind noise, guys. It's a little tad bit windy, but like I said, the headlights have been on the way for a while. They were supposed to be here on Monday. Today's Thursday, and they're still not here. USPS has been delayed for the holidays, and of course because of the Rona. So we're waiting on those. Once those come in, we'll go ahead and do the headlight install, and that's another LED. We're really just getting the car nice, and just these little details like this are really making a huge difference on the car. I know you guys like the look of the LEDs and that it made a huge difference. So now we just have this last one to do, which is gonna be the headlights and possibly the fog lights in the future. And also let me know down below if you guys want to see the backup lights getting replaced on the car here with some nice bright LED bulbs. Swap out the LED bulbs in the backup lights as well, which I kind of want to do anyway, but let me know down below what you guys think if you guys want me to do that as well. But that's probably going to be about it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys got some information from it and it helped you guys out. If you did, make sure you click that like button down below. We're getting a really good like ratio on our videos lately, and it's been fantastic. The amount of comments and everything, just the whole channel's been popping off, and I appreciate it so much. So like I said, comment anything down below if you guys want to see that. If you guys have any other LEDs or anything to do for those backlights, if you guys know what to do, let me know. I might try that film, like I said, from B&H or whatever it is. It's like a photo film, but let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, subscribe to stay up to date with future content. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. on the channel. But Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace. Feel like I'm losing control.